If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Oh, Laughs on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I've made a few videos about water and the need for water and the importance of water living out here in the national forest or nomadic lifestyle. Here in South Dakota, water has become an issue. As things become an issue, of course, I get to focus my attention on them. So just the other day, I told you about what we use water for and the importance of all that, and I'll put that link right here. So I thought I'd spend a few minutes and explain to you what the process is and how long it takes to go get water. We have to know how much water we're going to use in how much period of time so we can plan to go get more water. Well, we know the 7 buckets are going to last us 5 to 6 days with showers and filtering water. Now, here's the thing, is a lot of people say, oh, I don't need that much water. But then you'll find out that they're buying bottled drinking water, or they're, they don't drink water, they drink soda or alcohol. So these are their beverages that they drink. Well, we only drink water. We don't drink anything else. Water and coffee, of course, coffee takes water. So we have to plan out when we're going to make our next trip. When are we going to run out of drinking water, and when are we going to run out of regular water? Of course, we filter our drinking. Let's say on Wednesday we're going to run out of water. That means we're going to have a couple of buckets of water left. Well, that means that when we get up in the morning, the first thing we're going to do is take a shower. Because what you want to do is you want to run out all the water. That way you don't have to go get water, come back, and then take a shower. You want to use that last little bit of water to get everything done. That extends my period when we come back. That extends how long we can stay, 5 or 6 days. Well, when we're then done with taking a shower, then we have to use the last little bit of remaining water to do our laundry. Just change your clothes from the shower so we have all that dirty laundry, so we finish up with that. Now, this takes careful planning because then you also want to make sure all your drinking water is gone. The last time we went and got water, we had half a gallon of water left. Well, I didn't want to waste that water. I didn't want to come back and have that half a gallon hanging over my head. I wanted to have that container, that gallon container, empty, so when we got more water, I could have that half a gallon. So what I did was I used that half a gallon to make the next pot of coffee. We have 2 pots of coffee a day. That's a pot for me, and one for me, and one for Carolyn. So now all our containers are absolutely empty. All 7 buckets are empty. All our 1-gallon jugs are empty. That means now we can go get water. Now this is where the real problem comes in at. We want to try to find the cleanest water available so we can maximize the lives of our filters. As I showed you in that video a while back, we do a pre-filter. We just bought this little cheap filter system that we bought at Walmart. And so we want to be able to maximize that. So that doesn't mean you want to go and get stream water every time. So you try, unless it's an emergency, to stay away from the stream water. Well, that means that maybe we can go find a spigot. Well, I'm sure everybody has heard how terrible National Forest spigot water is. It's very, very, very rusty. It's always rusty. That rust has to be filtered out if you're going to drink it. It's just it tastes too terribly bad to drink it. Being here in South Dakota, we've only been here a couple weeks, and so we're really struggling to try to find water. That means our choices are drive around here in the local area and see if we can find water other than stream water, or we drive the 40 miles down to Rapid City to go get water there. Problem with getting water in Rapid City is, one, you're doing it in a city park and everybody is staring at you. So if you're an introvert or you have social anxiety like Carolyn, it really is a struggle to get water out of these little faucets at a city park. Everybody's just staring at you. The second problem with doing that is the return trip with all those buckets is a lot of weight. And it's more weight than the truck really should be handling. So you drive slow, and you don't want to overheat your transmission. And I try to keep my transmission around 160 degrees or less. Coming up a mountain pass here in the Black Hills, South Dakota, you're pulling all that weight, and boy, I'm telling you, it's a real balancing act trying to keep that transmission cool. Now, the third problem with all that is you're using a lot of gas, driving 40 miles every 4 days to go get water to come back. That's wear and tear on the truck, that's gas mileage, and if you're trying to live on a budget like we are, then you're just killing your budget by going and getting water. So you try to find it around here. We saw that there was a campground down the road, and we thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Driving around here, we drove, and it was about a 4-mile drive to get to a campground to find out it was a paid campground. Well, I didn't feel comfortable taking water from a paid campground. Now, I'm not going to risk it because I don't break the rules. Unlike some other YouTubers that tell us that we can break the rules, I'm not going to. So if I don't know the rule, I'm not going to risk it. So we decided not to get the water from the campground, which means we had to drive the 4 miles back. So now remember, we're already up to 8 miles. Every time we're passing this stream thinking, man, maybe we should get the stream water. Now, the stream water down the road is a little bit clearer, so we think, well, maybe we'll go down there. And so we start heading down there, and wow, what did we find? We found a grocery store. It wasn't really a grocery store either. It's just a little souvenir type of store. They had some snacks, you know, candies and different things you can buy. They happened to have some paper towels, so we needed some paper towels. So we thought, well, maybe if we go in there and we buy something, we can ask if they have water and how much do they charge for that water. Of course, we wouldn't have bought it, but if they have water, and here's the way we always handle it. Do you have any water in a hose that we could buy and fill up buckets? And they'll say, oh yeah, you have water. And well, how much does it cost? And they'll say, oh no, it's free. And so it doesn't sound like you're begging for water. You're willing to pay for it. Now, of course, they say, well, it's, you know, 35 cents a gallon. You'll say, oh, well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And that makes it sound like, well, that's just out of your price range. And I think that is the polite way to do it. So anyway, we'll walk in the store. We buy our paper towels and 2 ice cream. We haven't had ice cream in a long while, so we bought 2 little things of ice cream. We said, do you have a water spigot that we could buy some water from you? And she said, oh, no, there's a spigot out there. Don't worry about it. It's free. You can use it. So that was a lucky break. So we come back up here, and the water was rusty. So now we have to come up here and we have to filter our water, the pre-filtering, and then we have to fill up all our drinking water. We have to have drinking water because now we're starting to get thirsty. It's been several hours since we had any water to drink. So we immediately start filtering drinking water through our Berkey system. Started about 8 o'clock this morning, and by 4 o'clock you're about ready to wrap up your process for getting water. Think about this. When you come out here and you have no water, it is a all-day event to go get water. People want to know what it is we do, and they want to live vicariously through us. Well, one day out of every 5 or 6 days, you're looking for water. Now, if we can stay here for extended periods, which we can't, not in South Dakota, then this process shortens up a little bit. But every time you come to a new location, this process starts all over again, where it takes you all day to find water. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video.